Best refurbished phones to buy. Best refurbished phones to buy. Much as we like playing with and testing the latest and best phones out there, there is something we can all universally agree on, that we're not fans of paying the complete price for the best phones. So if you're in the market for a quality Android phone, but do not want to spend $1,000, check out the best cheap Android phones, or get one of the best refurbished phones that offer a great experience at a fraction of what you would typically spend. Apart from costing lower than a brand new one, a refurbished phone is very much free from risk than buying a used one from social media or from a friend. That's because refurbished phones almost always come with warranties, so you have some recourse if something goes wrong after you've bought it. Companies that sell refurbished phones will generally thoroughly check that everything works as it should, so you don't end up with a dud. Hey guys, welcome to Tech Zen, where we tell you about the best refurbished phones to buy. So stay with us till the end of this video so you don't miss out on any of this information. And before we proceed, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell symbol so you do not miss out on any of our wonderful videos in the future. And let's get started. One important thing to note is that refurbished does not always mean that parts have been repaired or replaced. Instead, most sellers just clean up and arrange used phones into different categories such as very good. You might also see grade A and B, but what's important is that you read into what each means so you know what you are getting. There are companies that carry out the actual refurbishment. One obvious one is Apple. You would not be able to tell an iPhone from Apple's refurbished store aside from a brand new one. But refurbished iPhones are not much cheaper than new ones because of this. The other one is Samsung. Samsung's verified pre-owned store states that its refurbished phones are entirely rebuilt from scratch by the same engineers who build new devices. Another company that refurbishes mobile phones in the UK is Anzu. Currently, it only provides iPhones and Samsung phones, but provides a 12-month warranty and also a 12-month subscription to Norton 360 Deluxe. You can buy phones from Anzu's website, but they're also sold through Argos. Where do refurbished phones come from in the first venue? They're usually from owners who are improving to a new phone and have traded in or sold their old good phone. But they also can be brand new phones that have been returned to the retailer, and there could be nothing wrong with them at all. In some cases, you can even find brand new devices with impaired boxes or missing accessories at knockdown prices. While buying a refurbished phone, check if the phone is locked to a particular network or not. Most are not, but you should pick one that's unlocked, as you'll be able to pop any SIM in it and use it on any mobile network. Smartphones are now the potion of life as the data revolution and data needs to shape our behavior and enable choices. The smartphone market's fastly enlarging and replacing feature phones at a rapid pace. Smartphones are being used to access the internet, buy movie tickets, order food, make payments, and of course for shopping, banking, education, and even healthcare. In fact, every facet of life is enabled through this device. Some of today's smartphones come with smooth designs, powerful specifications, good cameras, long battery life, and various applications. However, most smartphones are costly and may not be affordable to all. The ideal way to shop for a smartphone is to see a good brand that fits your budget. A refurbished phone can be an alternative if you want something that would ordinarily be out of your budget. So here, our list begins. Our first one is an Apple iPhone 7 refurbished. Its network technology is GSM/CMDA/HSPA/EVDO/LTE. It was launched on September 7, 2016. Its body dimensions are 138.3 by 67.1 by 7.1 millimeters. Weight's 138 grams. Built with Gorilla Glass front, aluminum back, and an aluminum frame. SIM is nano. Now coming to its display type, it is Retina IPS LCD, 625 nits, the size 4.7 inches, 60.9 centimeters square, the resolution 750 by 1334 pixels with a 16:9 ratio, protection is ion strengthened glass, oleophobic coating. Platform OS is iOS 10.0.1, upgradable to iOS 15.6. The chipset is Apple A10 Fusion, CPU is quad-core 2.34 GHz, GPU is PowerVR Series S7 XT Plus. Internal memory, 32GB 2GB RAM, 128GB 2GB RAM, 256GB 2GB RAM. The main camera is a single, which is 12 megapixel with f1.8, 28mm wide, 1/3 inch, The selfie camera is also single, which is 7 megapixel, and 32 millimeter, which is standard, and it has features including face detection, HDR, panorama, and video quality at 1080p by 30 frames per second. How's the sound? The loudspeaker's in stereo without a 3.5 millimeter jack. It has fingerprint sensors, an accelerometer, a gyro, proximity, compass, and barometer. The battery is Li-ion, 1960 mAh, non-removable, and talk time's up to 14 hours. Our next phone is a Xiaomi Redmi Note 8 Pro. The Xiaomi Redmi Note 8 Pro is an average-range smartphone by the Chinese company that has a base RAM and storage variant of 6GB plus 64GB. There are two higher types of devices. They are 6GB by 128GB and 8GB by 128. There are 4 color options that the smartphone comes in: Halo White, Gamma Green, Dark Blue, and Shadow Black. The smartphone's dimensions are 161.7 by 76.4 by 8.81 millimeters, and it weighs about 200 grams. It features a 6.53-inch dot-notch HDR display along with a 2340 by 1080 FHD Plus resolution. The Xiaomi Redmi Note 8 is generated by an octa-core Helio G90T processor coupled by an 800 MHz ARM Mali G76 MC4 GPU. There are 2 RAM variants, the 6GB and the 8GB. The device runs the company's own custom UI based on Android 9 Pie. There's a 4-camera setup at the back that includes a 64 megapixel primary camera, a 2 megapixel macro lens with 2 cm focus and a dedicated depth sensor, an 8 megapixel ultra-wide angle sensor with 120-degree field of view. Some of the features of the rear camera are a 64 megapixel HD AI scene detection, night mode, and smart ultra wide angle mode. As for the front camera, the features comprise panorama selfies, palm shutters, AI silhouette detection, wide angle distortion rectifying, and more. The various smartphone sensors include proximity sensors, ambient light ones, accelerometers, and gyroscopes. The device storage can be enlarged by up to 512 gigabytes via microSD. Up next, we got the OnePlus 6 Refurbished. Its handset color is red, the input type is full touch, and the display screen is 6.41 inches. The resolution is 2280 by 1080 pixels. Memory RAM's 8 gigabytes, the ROM's 128 gigabytes, internal memory's 128 gigabytes. Card slot type is microSD, and the memory's expandable by up to 256 gigabytes. Operating system is Android V 8.1. The processor speed's 2.7 gigahertz octa-core. Your camera is 20 plus 16 megapixels. Network supports 4G LTE. Battery capacity is 3300. The type is lithium-ion. Dual SIM support. Phone size is 15.6 by 0.7 by 7.5 centimeters, and the weight 177 grams. I think that's going to do it for today's video, guys. We sincerely hope you enjoyed it, and if so, please click the like button and share it with your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see even more great videos, and we'll see you in the next one.